Good evening. Good evening. Hey, what's up? Hello. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Gonna hang out and open up my Jeffree Star blood sugar Christmas gift. I have been too scared to use it. This is a very formidable palette. Happy Friday. So happy the week is done. I'm going to be trying out a couple new things besides this palette. I picked up at TJ Maxx this past week some hyaluronic acid from, let's see, what brand is this? Spa Cosmetics Limited. Just needed something to moisturize my face because I was getting horrible dry spots right around my mouth. Super flaky. None of that. We're going to get rid of it and try and give some moisture back into the face. Thank you to whomever gave me the tip for the skincare. I do appreciate that. I also picked up some new foundation. I was running out of all my good foundation, and I found some Elizabeth Arden foundation at TJ Maxx as well, and it's a perfect match. For me, it's going to be the Alabaster number 2, and I love this stuff. It goes on light. It has pretty good coverage. As you can see right now, I got a couple breakouts. Thank you, Chocolate and Winter. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to be using a new beauty blender. I am trying to find a dupe for the original Real Techniques sponge. I bought these at the TJ Maxx run. They're Nanette Lepore. This one is puffed up with some water. And this is so you see they've got pretty good fluffiness with a little bit of water. I don't normally use a wet beauty blender. I like them dry, but we're going to see how this works out, okay? All right, so I just gave myself a little bit of moisture. I'm letting that set in, ladies, so bear with me for just a second. How are you all doing tonight? Hi. Let me know how your day's going, what it's like. Are you stuck in the cold? Thank you. I love these cat ears. If the battery dies, I'm going to be traumatically injured. All right, so let me see. I am here in Florida. It is Florida cold. If any of you are from the South, you understand that there's a different type of cold in Florida than any other point in the country. We are not 30 below, but we are dying. We're just getting into the warmth, and we're very grateful to be coming out of a little cold spell. Florida can't stand the cold. A little bit of snow and everything stops. So that being said, I have lived up north in Ontario, Canada, and I know what real cold feels like. 17 below, hello. All right. Hi, guys. How are you doing tonight? I'm going to be putting some Cover FX primer on. This is the blurring primer. I'm just going to smooth this out really well now that my moisturizer's dried. And I have been using a new eye primer. And the first time I tried it, it didn't work out so well. But the second time was amazing. So I have the Urban Decay primer potion in the anti-aging. And I actually really like it. I just found out that my eyes need to be well hydrated before I actually use it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a nice little layer of that on now and let it sit. So my problem areas on my eyes tend to be right here. I got a little bit of extra skin there. Thank you, H. And I have very crepey eyelids and under eyes. So what we're trying to do here is minimize the effect without looking dated. All right. We're gonna let that sit for just a minute. Almost dry on the primer. I'm so excited to be finally using, hydration, just some hyaluronic acid. This is a night cream. Says extra rich advanced formula including collagen, keratin, and vitamin E with Dead Sea minerals, and it is by Spa Cosmetics Limited. Honestly, for years I used Pond's night cream. It worked great, but my skin started getting a little bit older. I needed a little bit more moisture, and the Pond's just wasn't cutting it for me anymore. Okay, so as I was saying, this is going to be my first time getting into my blood sugar palette. I have swatched it before, but I've been too scared to use it. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna just cover up my primer so it doesn't dry out. Oh, nice and dry. Okay. And I'm gonna use a little bit of my new foundation. This is going to be the, hi Ariel, thank you. A little bit of my Elizabeth Arden. This is the Flawless Finish Perfectly Nude foundation. So I was watching Jeffree Star earlier today. I know that's a big category of contention for people, and he said he was starting a new brush line, I guess, with Morphe, like Jaclyn Hill. Is it Jaclyn Hill? Yeah. Really don't follow her. I'm sorry, guys. It's not really my thing. So I saw the brushes. I love Morphe brushes. I have a ton of them. They're like my favorite brushes ever. That and the Luxie brushes I've gotten kind of addicted to. And honestly, I do want to try them. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to the new brushes or not? Okay, so these beauty blenders aren't great. They use a lot of product, but with a good dab and hold, I'm getting good return on the product. So I'm not too upset. I think if I use these a couple more times, I won't have that much problem. And like I said, I normally like to use my blenders dry, so I don't lose as much product. It doesn't seem to soak up as much when I use them dry. Okay. On these guys? Or on the brushes? For the Jeffree Star brushes, yeah, I just don't like the design of them at all. I'm looking at that and I'm like, that looks so much like 12 other brushes I've seen on the internet for way cheaper. The only thing I like is the fact that they have the Morphe tops on them. Like, one of my favorite brushes is this 510. And this one's kind of blown out because I like to use it to get my whole eye just to put down a base. And honestly, I don't get anywhere near the coverage with any other brush that I do with this one. And I like the Morphe brushes. They make a good brush. This is the 441. It's kind of in the same family. This one is good for blending. I usually use it to blend out the creases in here. I'm I really like the brushes. I tried a couple B&H brushes. I know everybody likes those. And I've been looking for good brushes that actually maintain, because I try to wash my brushes at least once a week, because I do, oh my God, Kylie brushes. We're not even going to talk about those. Those are horrible. Horrible. I can't even believe she wanted to pay wanted everyone to pay $300 for those things. Sorry, I'm tangenting. Yeah, no. If I'm gonna spend $300 on a brush, I think I'd rather buy the Wayne Goss brushes. At least I know those are handmade and well made. All right, so I don't know what has been happening to my blood sugar palette. It's been sitting here in my sink just staring at me. I do not use this sink downstairs, but apparently it's been attacked by foundation. So there we go. Nice and clean. I'm gonna open up my pretty. Oh, it's wet. There we go. Rather spend $300 on groceries. All right, so something useful. Well, I like my brushes, so they're useful to me, but to each his own. Okay, so I think I'm going to use, to begin with, I'm going to use Sugarcane. That will be this kind of neutral color right here, second one in from the top, from the left-hand side. Just very lightly touching that 510 and dragging it through the palette. And I'm going to use small little patting strokes just to make sure I get that whole eye covered before I blend it out. Ooh, I didn't realize this was slightly pinkish. I like that. I'm gonna feel so Valentine's-y. I want to try one of Jeffree Star's highlighters. Every time I go to buy one, the ones I want are always sold out, and I'm cheap. I like to pay for things over time. I use Afterpay on the Morphe website, and until Jeffree gets Afterpay up on his own site, I'm not going to be able to buy anything. Now, the Northern Lights palette, I like all the colors in that. And I actually think I will invest in that one. This was actually a birthday gift, not a birthday gift, Christmas gift for me. I do not know where I got my light up ears from. I bought them last year. I think it was from Target. Hi, Angela. Nice that you're joining us. Real Techniques brushes, I've got a couple, but I don't use them as much as my Morphes. Okay, so I want to do some drama tonight, ladies. I think that I really want to do it up. I'm going to go in with fresh meat. I'm going to put it right into my crease right here. And then I'm going to blend a little bit, I think, of root canal and cavity into that and see what we get. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of a tighter brush for this because I really, really, really want to pack on the color. I'm going to pick up one of my 513s, M513, and just kind of touch that fresh meat. I love doing this. Jeffree, you got some fallout. But oh my God. Look at the color. Oh, I love it. Okay. He had me at hello. Or should I say, hi, how are you? So I'm old enough to know Jeffree from the MySpace days, but honestly, I didn't know who the hell he was. Not until I started like really looking into the makeup scene and being like, who the hell is this gay guy and why is he so pretty? And I can tell you I'm honestly jealous, but he worked hard for that, and I'm not going to be a jealous bitch about that. Oh, wow. So this color, Fresh Meat, is more of like a magenta. I kind of love it. I was hoping for like a darker red, but this will do. We're going to blend this out a little so it's not so bad. I'll come back and make sure that's all the way blended in a minute. I love it, ladies. Tell me what you think. Do any of you have this palette? How about any other Jeffree Star products? Mia, you said you had some of his products. What do you have? Liquid lipsticks? I keep on trying to find unicorn blood on Morphe. They're always sold out. Okay. This is my problem area, guys. Forgive me if I'm concentrating really, really, really hard. I'm trying to get an even blend in that little piece of extra skin. Okay. All right, so that looks pretty good for a start. I'll come back and clean it up in a minute. I'm going to take a little bit of a shorter brush here. I'm going to go with my Luxie 213, the eye shading brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Cavity, which is a saccharine, sugary, sweet pink. Look at that. Oh. Actually, I did say I was going to use some root canal, but I think I'll actually go into that a little bit lower and put that on top of the Fresh Meat color. Because after I see that this is more of a magenta, I like that better. Hello, beautiful. Oh my God. Ah, that is a hot pink. Hot pink. Ooh. All right. I'm going to go back in with a 513 again. Let me just clean off my brush. I'm using a blank slate. If you guys don't know, the blank slate just uses a little piece of foam, and as you brush brushes across, it will clean them off for you and keep you from getting color mixing. Okay, so I'm looking at my palette here, wondering where I'm going to go next. I do want to blend this out a little, so I'm going to go back into that Sugar Cane color. Now I'm going to go in with an M321 Morphe little pencil brush. I'm going to take some of that color Root Canal, which is that vibrant purple. It's gorgeous. And give myself some depth in the corners here. That's very pretty. These colors blend so nicely. Okay. All right. So, just touching up the corners and giving it a little bit more depth, using a mixture of that cavity and root canal, just to kind of pull it in. Okay. All right. So I really love the top of the eye right here. I'm going to use a little bit of the color Coma just to kind of bring that dark in. Coma is going to be the one at the far end. This one I'm expecting to be an eggplant. It's like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lippies. You never know what you're going to get till you put it on. And this is my first Jeffree Star product. Okay, and I'm using the Luxie 213 again, just to pack that on and blend it. I'm gonna cut it in just a second. I think I'm gonna do a halo. I have one of my favorite little Stillas, and I think that's gonna look fantastic with this. That looks so loud. I'm okay with loud. All right. I'm just going to take a little e.l.f. brush. I'm going to blend it out just a little. All right. And this Stilla, in case you guys haven't seen it, this is the Glitter and Glow, and this is going to be in the color Sea Siren. I'm kind of addicted to this. It is like a magenta with a blue-purple flashback. I'm going to use my Luxie 221. All right. Guys, when I tell you this looks absolutely stunning, it really does. All right, so I'm going to get the same Luxie 213. I'm going to go back in with that color Coma. Okay. And I have another color that I just want to deepen this out with just a little in the outer corner. It is a ColourPop color that I got recently that is the Super Shock Shadow in Isa. As you see, it has the same kind of little flashback to it. I just want to go a little bit darker. Right. I am going to use an Alamar Cosmetics brush. This is the concealer brush. This one's got concealer all over it, actually. Cleaning it off real quick. I'm going to go into that color Isa just a little, pack a little bit on the end of my brush. I'm going to turn the brush over and up towards my eye. Okay, I do like that. I'm going to take one of my mini Luxie brushes and find it. It's going to be the Luxie 111 Mini. It's got a nice solid point on it. I'm going to go in with the color Fresh Meat. Just tap it, load the end of my brush. Okay. All right. Do like that. Okay. I'm looking for a couple of brow brushes and my eyeliner. There we go. All right. Damn it. catching flies. The trials and tribulations of a cat eye. So you're probably wondering why I'm not whipping this on really quickly. It's because my skin is a little bit older, and if I were to stretch it, I would end up with nothing but problems. So I have to go in teeny tiny little strokes in order to get it right. And accidents happen. That's what makeup erasers are for. And concealer. There we go. So I went to Ulta the other day and they were having some awesome sales, and I treated myself to a couple of new lashes. I haven't bought any new ones in a while. I picked up the Boudoir Kiss Lashes, the Little Black Dress Kiss Lashes, a couple of the 120 Black from Ardell, and the Demi Wispies, which these are one of my favorites. I think today I'm going to try a new one, the Little Black Dress. Actually, maybe these. These are the corset from Kiss. Okay. Whoop. Ah! All right, so first. Everybody has their own little makeup routine. Mine is just wing it. What I'm using right now is the Anastasia Dip Brow. I use the color Chocolate, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 14 brow brush. I'm gonna go back in with some 3D brow tones from Benefit, and can't remember what color this one was. This is number 4. And I'm going to spoolie that out. That is like the best my brows have ever looked, guys. Seriously though. The best. Yay! Today I'm winning. Okay. I'm going to use concealer. I'm not going to use Shape Tape. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in the color 10 Fair. Okay. Gonna blend it out with a Real Techniques Mini Beauty Blender. I'm catching flies again, ladies. Sometimes less is more. I have not put any powder on my face yet. So, I'm looking to see which way I'm going to go. I'm going to use my Clinique. This is going to be the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Powder. Okay. This is in the color 2 Alabaster for me. Gonna come in with some HD Flawless Setting Powder in Banana. Okay. All right, so a little bit textured. Let me blend that out. I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Gonna tap it out with an NYX sponge. Okay, better. Going to use a very old MAC blush. It's going to be in the shade Plum Foolery. This one's beat to hell and broken. I would show it to you except for the fact that it's in pieces. I'm going to use a Luxie 522 tapered head blending brush, or highlighter, excuse me. Make sure I got a good amount of powder on my brush. Okay, like that. All right. I am going to pull out my My Little Pony ColourPop highlighter, and this is in the shade I can't remember, and it doesn't say, which kills me. It's one of the My Little Pony collection. I think this was Fluttershy. I am going to take a smaller brush. This is a foundation brush. Just a little Eco Tools brush I had. And drag it across. to use a different Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush and a little bit of Hoola. I really, really like to try and chisel out my jawline because I have a nice one, but I'm fluffy. Blend that out just a little. Lashes. Okay, so I'm in love with this mascara I found. It's the Beauty Treats Max Effect Mascara. Seriously, bought it at my workplace. I work in a hospital. They sell this for little old ladies who are sick in the hospital. Ugh. Just hate it when I see it. There we go. Okay. This stuff works ridiculously good. All right, lash time. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, my glue. Got some Kiss Lash glue. Let that dry for a second. Hey, oh, hey. I'm a mess. One of these days when I get good at getting pretty, my husband's got to take me somewhere worthwhile. For anyone that wasn't listening before, these are the Kiss corset lashes. And this little tool that I'm using is by Tarte. All right, I'm getting to the end of my time here, guys. My son's about to lose his shit in the other room, and so is my husband. So I'm going to finish up with just a little bit of lower lashes. This is the Wander Beauty mascara, and I actually really like this one for my lower lashes. It does a great job. All right. Putting my blood sugar to rest, and I'm going to find an appropriate pink for this to put on my lips. I just got this Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick. This is Big Bang. Oh yeah. All right, beauties, that's it for me tonight. I just got my hair cut, so I look a little different than the last time I was on. All right, I think that's a pretty big statement. Ladies, have a great night, and I'll see you sometime soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it.